I'm Edyta Sitar from Laundry Basket Quilts. Welcome to Quilting Window. I am so happy that you join us in today. We're having a special project, our block of the month. Oh, we are working on this project for last 4 months. This is our block number 4, our 4 month, and it is beautiful. You have done an amazing job. All of those beautiful pictures that I've seen on Instagram, thank you for tagging me on it. They are just stunning. I'm so proud of you guys. Today, block number 4, we're gonna do basket 11 and 12. I hope you enjoy all these wonderful designs with every block because you're learning so many wonderful things. Let's see what's in our quilting basket. I have a beautiful thread. We're gonna need it for sewing, and I have our needle. Those are just the basics, but the most important part is our kits. A lot of you guys are using the pre-cut kits, and this one has the blocks 11 and 12. Like I said, I'm gonna put this right next to me. Some of you are using the fabric from our seamstress collection and cut your own pieces. You're going to also need a pattern. In the pattern, you have all the directions as well as templates. Yes, I said templates. We're using templates today to cut some of the pieces. We have used templates last month, and you work just wonderfully through those. So if you would like to open the pattern, open your templates if you're cutting your own fabrics, and no advice for everyone that is doing this. What you're going to do, you're gonna cut out the templates, and then you're gonna go ahead and place them on the fabric. And remember to protect the edges of your templates. Always cover them with your ruler, so when you're cutting, you are not cutting the edges of your templates. So that's just a quick advice for you. I'm working with the fabric kit that it's already pre-cut for me, laser cut for me, and I am super excited about it because guess what? It was a dream to play with this block. I am so excited for you. I'm definitely making more of those cute little baskets. Look at how sweet they are. And this block is, basket is number 11. And we're gonna start by laying out all our pieces exactly as they're on a picture. Notice you have 60-degree triangles in light, 60-degree triangles in dark. You have smaller 60-degree triangles, and you're gonna have little handles. You're gonna lay all your pieces, and you're gonna match the base to the handle, so that way they're all lined up. Once you have everything laid out, you're gonna start by taking the handles, peeling the paper just like this. Look at how I crease the edge. I'm gonna peel it away. There is a little sticky. We're using fusible applique to applicate our handles, and we're gonna place it on our background, center it up, place it just like this, and use a nice warm iron and iron it up. Oh, this is gonna be amazing. Next, you can stitch around the edges with a zigzag, blanket, satin stitch, or any of your favorite stitches. I'm gonna use blanket stitch on mine and stitch around the edges. As soon as you stitch, you're ready to start sewing your pieces together. And you're gonna proceed by taking the corner and placing right side up with this piece, match it up really nice, and start sewing straight down. Then you're gonna flip it open, and you're gonna be sewing a row. This is gonna be row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4. And now you already pre-sew some of the pieces, but that is not gonna stop me from showing you how I'm going to do those pieces. Look at how simple. You place your triangles right sides together, just like this. Start sewing right here all the way down. You're gonna have to remember to open your seam allowances in the back, open it up. It's gonna be very important. So you're gonna sew sets of 2, then this right here, this to this, and notice I'm using pins. I'm pinning everything in place. Match it up just like this, and go ahead, grab your pin, pin it up. Let me move this to the side, pin it up right here, and you're gonna go ahead and stitch. Of course, remove the pins as you sewing, as you stitching. Once you have those sections sewn together, you're gonna go ahead and sew this to this and this to this, and you're gonna go ahead and have a beautiful, beautiful row. And look at this, I already finished my row, and look at on the back, every seam is open. Doesn't this look wonderful? And I am ready to go ahead and sew this row of the basket bases. This one is gonna be tiny bit more work, but don't you fear. You're gonna start by placing this base right sides together, and in your pattern you have nice and clear direction. Match it up really nice. Sew it using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. As soon as you finish, you're gonna press it open, and you're gonna open the seam in the back. I'm gonna do the same thing right here with this piece. Look at it, I sewed it, flip it open the seam, and then I'm gonna go ahead and move on to sewing this side right there. Sew it, flip it open. As soon as you finish those, you're gonna place this with this right sides together. Look at that, pin, sew it, flip it open. Yes, open the seams. You know the drill now. Look at this, how nice it look. And I just finger press it. I'm not using my iron yet. I'm finger pressing just like this. And our cute little wooden tool would be perfect. If you forgot the tool like I did right now, you go ahead and you just use your fingers right here. Oh, I can go ahead, grab my scissors, and notice this curve on my scissors. I just use my scissors like this, and I push that seam really nice. Look wonderful, perfect. Open it up. Once you have sewn this section, you're gonna sew this to this, this to this, and this to this. Of course, this is going to be sewn and flip over. Look at this. I have pre-sewn this one, and I want to show you on the back and in the front. Look how wonderful it looks. All the edges should stay nice and even with each other, nice and even. So when you're matching things up, make sure that everything stays nice and even. As soon as all the rows are finished, you're gonna sew this to this, this to this, this to this, and you're gonna go ahead and have a beautiful block. Oh, I am so excited. I can't wait to show you my block. I hope you're having fun. And you know what? This little basket, like I said, definitely I'm going to work on more of those because it is just beautiful. Look how nice it came out. Isn't that lovely? And this seam right here, you can either leave it open or you can push it in one way. It's up to you. Because of my handle, I decide to push it one way towards the darker one right here. But choose for yourself. You really have to try it, feel it, see how much bulk it is right here where all those transition points are, but it came out just wonderful. So block number 11, ready, set, go. I'm so excited for you, and I can tell that you are ready, set, go for block number 12. For block number 12, we're gonna start by taking a light square, placing a dark square right sides together. We're gonna draw a beautiful line right here from point to point. As soon as we finish drawing, we're gonna go ahead and sew on that line. As soon as you finish sewing on the line, you're gonna go ahead and cut a 1/4 inch away from that line, a 1/4 inch away. Look at this. I am so excited for this. Because we learn how to do a base for a basket like this with the smaller basket, but this basket number 12 is nice and big, and I am so excited that I can go ahead, take my ruler, place it right here, match it point to point right there, and notice my ruler is not long enough to go to the point, but I am not only looking at the point, I'm matching this 45-degree line with the bottom edge, and I know that I'm right on a line, so I can go ahead and cut it, then move a little bit and finish cutting. And if it did not cut, oh, I think I'm gonna have to get a brand new blade because it didn't cut it for me. Oh, look at this. So right there, brand new blade for me. As soon as I finish this class, I'm putting a new blade. All right, so right there, did you see what I just did? I finished cutting. I took one of the a half square triangle on one side, on the other, and you can tell I'm building an amazing base for a basket. Let's go ahead and do the rest of our pieces. We have a beautiful little square that is gonna go right here for this basket. Then we have additional two darker square, and notice the beautiful colors. I'm gonna turn this around. I want my flowers to go towards each other. You can do that if you would like to. Then I went ahead and I sewed it a small 4 patches with one dark, one light blue, and 2 yellows. Small little 4 patches, and you are pro right now and sewing 4 patches. We've done that before. Just take your time, and please remember to push your seam allowance in the same direction so you open that little center. Now I'm gonna line those pieces. This is amazing. Oh, this 4 patch looks great. I'm gonna go ahead and add triangles, and those triangles are gonna feel that a little bit too big. I want you to have them that way. Why? Because by the time you sew everything together, you want to have a little room that you can square things up this unit. And we're going to start. Let's move this to the side. We're gonna sew this into one row. This is our second row right here, and this is gonna to be our third row. As soon as our pieces are sewn into the rows, we're gonna add this triangle to it and sew rows together, just like this. Look what I'm doing. Sew rows together, and look at this. In no time, you're gonna have a basket. Then I'm gonna go ahead and place this right over, match it right here, sew it down, and very important, right here, this transition needs to match with this seam. This and this needs to match together. I'm gonna sew it, flip it open, then go ahead, do this side. Let me move the basket a little bit lower down and realign all the pieces. As soon as you do that, you are ready, set, go, and proceed on sewing your handle part of that basket. I am so happy and so excited for you. You know, when you make this kind of large, beautiful basket, you get addicted to those, and you're gonna want to make dozens. So guess what? I'm definitely gonna make a quilt that has all those little baskets, but I'm now getting ideas because I really like this big one. And the big basket has a simple handle, but there's a little glow of a little sawtooth star. And you remember in last class we have learned, now this is our 4-month. I'm not gonna repeat how to make little sawtooth star. You remember, you're gonna start by making flying geese units. Let me show you how a flying geese unit look. This is a flying geese unit. You're gonna make your flying geese units. You're gonna square them up, and I'm using block lock ruler for that. I'm gonna square them up beautifully, sew them into rows, sew rows together, and now I have a beautiful sawtooth star. Okay, so right there. Then I'm gonna go ahead and add a strip in the bottom. Then I'm gonna sew a strip on the top. You just place it right sides together, just like this. Pin, pin, sew, flip it open. The same here. I just placed it, but you just lay it right sides together. Pin, pin, then sew, flip it open. I'm so excited. When you're sewing your background, make sure you don't lose any of your points on your sawtooth star. Then you're gonna go ahead and take this wonderful rectangle, and you're gonna place it on this side, sew it. So you're gonna place it right side together, sew it, flip it open, and you're gonna have a square that is gonna go on this side. And the square, you're gonna go ahead again, place it right side together, sew it, flip it open. Look at this. Now we have a top to our basket, but we do need a beautiful handle. And again, in your kit, you're gonna find a beautiful handle. You're gonna just peel the paper, pull it away, and what it's nice is this seam right here is gonna be the middle of your block, of that of the background for your handle. So right there, you're gonna go ahead and you want to take your handle. You're gonna gently see where the middle is. So pinch it right there in the middle. Place that middle down, and you're gonna go ahead a little bit lower down, position, and then you know that your handle is beautifully centered up. I went ahead, could not wait. I went and let me put this away to the side. I went and made my block right here. Look at this. Isn't that delightful? Oh, all these beautiful, beautiful pieces just came beautifully together. As I was working on it, I noticed some of the line of my background did not match, but guess what? I like that kind of look. It didn't bother me at all because to me it looks more vintage and more fun. Sometimes you cannot plan everything. In life things happen and in quilting, but you know what? Overall, I just absolutely love this little lines to the background, and I think it's perfect for this basket. And as soon as you finish basket number 12, you're gonna go ahead and take your basket 11. You're gonna sew both baskets together, and you are ready, set, go. You just finished a second row of your block of the month. I am so proud of you and so thankful that you took the time to do that. Make sure one knot yet for the block of the month. Every time you finish a unit, square it up. You finish your basket base, square it up to the right size. And I noticed it, and I oversized the triangles just a little bit. So during sewing, if you need a tiny little bit of room, it is there for you. Once you finish sewing it, make sure you gently trim it from the top, left and the right. Everything is gonna be beautiful. So don't only trim it from one side, make sure that it's perfect, and that way you can put it with the top and you're gonna have a wonderful, wonderful block. Isn't that lovely? Those seams are gonna lock really nice because those seams are going towards the top and this one goes towards the bottom. So this worked out really nice, and I am so excited for you. Guess what? Next month, I am so pleased to tell you we have a block number 5, and it's super fun and simple. The design is very similar to your block number 2, just a little bit different colors. I am excited for you, and I can't wait to quilt with you again. Happy quilting, and don't forget to visit our website at laundrybasketquilts.com for more quilting needs.